So I was watching this. YouTube video. That was actually a piece from, I think it was 2020 in 1999, where they're talking about Amazon back when Amazon still sold books, right? That's all they sold.
Amazon was books.
It started off as
Was
books.
it a physical bookstore?
No. It was always online, right?
Yeah.
But the CEO of Amazon, who still is the CEO of Amazon, like his desk was like this really shitty desk. He drove this like Honda, the equivalent of like a Prius. You know, it was like this beat up car, and his worth was like $10 billion at the time, whatever it was, you know. And he was like, yeah, you know, whatever. And it's like, I mean, he's like, you could tell he's super smart, super genius. And what the most fascinating thing about it was they were talking about how these people were buying books on the internet, right? And the idea, and it was what you hear a lot of old people talk about. They're like this. The host was like, but you don't get the crack of the book and the smell.
Including they already had digital sales then?
No. It was be shipped to you. You didn't get to do that in the bookstore though.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
It was unsure. Like this was less than 20 years ago, right? And people
who knows what the condition is if it's shipped to you?
Exactly. And it's like, and it was fascinating because even back then they were taking all the data of everything that you looked at, and they said this is in 1999. They were getting a half a gig of information on their users. Mm-hmm. Half a gig of information on each one of their users.
On each one of their users?
On each one of their users, yeah, it's crazy. It was nuts. It was just crazy to watch about. But we were talking about like department store chains, and they were talking about like, can this possibly outdo Sears? Like, how can it possibly outdo Sears? And like people are like, what's Sears now? Like, what is Sears? Sears is out of business.
Sears,
it's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Well, hey guys, welcome back to Try Hard, episode 59. I think 59, 58, 50 something. Here, guess what? We got Bolin here, everybody. What's up?
Welcome
Give it up for
Bolin.
Bolin, everybody.
Welcome,
Here it is. And Grayson and Danny. But cool, man. That's cool. Hey.
Hi.
We had a great week this week.
We did.
We did. Put that mic a little closer to your face.
Sure.
You too, big boy. These mics, they're very sensitive. We want to make sure we get your wonderful voices.
Yes, you want to
right
shout down its
into
if
the
mic was
microphones.
if the mic had a spinal cord, you want to shit down its neck
There you
like Arlie or me.
Yep.
Is that good?
Yeah, we had a
Yeah,
fun
it's
ass
great.
week, didn't we? Oh yeah.
better.
Let's do this. Right.
There you go. There's a little mic adjustment. That's good.
Oh, there you go.
Wow,
That's good.
That one's loose.
Yeah, it's real loose.
Loosey goosey.
It's all sorts of loose. Hey, this episode of the Try Hard Podcast is brought to you by two sponsors this week, Stitch Fix and Capterra. So yeah, we'll be talking more about them in just a minute as soon as Grayson gets his microphone put away. We've only, been sitting around.
Parker, bring Daddy an Allen wrench.
Oh, okay, sounds good. Parker goes, "What's an Allen wrench?" I don't know what that.
Who's Allen?
I've never had to have a wrench before. But yeah, so Danny, we had a good week this week, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'll just hold it.
Sad's coming to a close.
Yeah, it's sad days. So we're shooting this obviously ahead of time because we want to make sure we have, we wanted to have tried with you guys.
Right.
Which is
Yeah, it's
good.
Wednesday today.
Yeah, it's Wednesday
When we're
so-
filming.
Today is Wednesday.
Hey,
That
will
is
this-
right, Danny.
Will this go up early for patrons? It could, right?
Maybe.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's not traditionally on the schedule.
I'm going to
but-
tell you no because I don't have time to post it.
Oh, okay.
Solid answer. Very solid.
I got so much shit to post because 11 days of game attack.
Yes. The 11
starting Monday
well,
or
11
like Tuesday. YouTube will see it on December 13th. I think a Thursday. YouTube will see the 11 days of game attack. We're counting down to Christmas here on YouTube.
I think we should. Every calendar should be for YouTube, right? And when we speak publicly,
yes.
So we're counting the 11 days of game attack is for the lead up to Christmas.
So what's 25 minus 11?
So just subtract a bunch of days for patrons. You guys get to see it early. Which is awesome.
Patrons are going to see so much shit so early.
So much before it hits YouTube. It's
Yes, so
ridiculous.
much before it hits YouTube.
We shot a shit ton of foreplays. We've invested in bringing on editors to edit this stuff, which is great. So, but yeah, what was your favorite thing to shoot this week so far, guys? I mean, it's not done. We still have Try Hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I'm at live streams included.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, me just wrecking a house and Mario Party
And it didn't happen.
was probably the highlight of my
Fucking
life.
coward.
Well, that was
It
definitely
was-
the worst.
Good thing it was an
part.
exhibition.
great.
Didn't count.
Yeah.
I also really liked Stick Fight. We did some Stick Fight. That was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I also wrecked house in that, so.
Yeah.
Except the end. At the end, I had to let somebody else win.
I don't remember
Yeah,
any
yeah,
of that.
I won so
No.
I
many.
blacked
None of
out.
that.
That was all.
I
a
actually-
lie.
Are you sure that
Games this
happened?
week.
I recall Stick Fight, and I remember great things happening for
Yeah.
this gentleman,
Okay.
and pretty much nothing over there.
I
That's
think
what I
you-
recall.
I think you might be
think you
actually
misrecall
hallucinating on
but
that
it was
one.
good. What about you, Gray? What did you?
I'm gonna go with I really enjoyed Battle Sloth, the
Yeah.
live stream we did. Had a lot of fun with that, and some of the foreplays we did. I had a lot of fun with all those.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
We talked about, our goal is to obviously make this a regular thing. We want to
Yeah.
get to the point where we can do that with streams.
If I had it my way, if we were employees or managers of a company that just paid us and like said, here's so much expendable income.
Here's a budget.
Here's a budget. We need you to hire 2 people. Like Danny's quitting her job as a cop, Grayson's quitting his job as a cop, and they're moving down here and they're working with us.
That's right.
And Parker gets to work full time.
Yep.
Well, he's got to graduate. He's got.
Parker's like, no, fuck
okay.
that. I'm good.
Look
Whatever.
out.
Yeah.
Look out over there.
Hey, by the way, we have Mario Party Saturday starting December 9th, next Saturday. So
pumped
when
for
you're
that.
watching this on YouTube,
Yeah.
look on your watch and realize that in a week from now, it'll be the December
Your
9th.
watch calendar.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have one of those?
Yeah.
It's brand new to me. Yeah.
You ain't gonna watch?
That's good stuff. So I got quite a few things to talk about this week.
Okay.
Do you want to talk TV or do you want to talk video games first?
Video games first.
You want to talk video games?
Video games.
What is one of the hottest games in the world right now?
PUBG.
Battle sloths.
PUBG.
PUBG. Well, yeah, but what is the game that is free to play that is now Battlegrounds' direct competitor?
Fortnite.
Oh, good old Fortnite.
That's right, and it's funny because Fortnite today, this may be old news by the time, hopefully.
Yeah, I got you.
But I just read a story that Fortnite and Epic Games are suing cheaters. They are now suing cheaters.
That's awesome. Get fucked.
So they have over 10 million players online, and North Carolina-based Epic Games has sued 3 Americans and 6 foreign gamers from Sweden to South Africa for hacks that undercut the game played by more than 10 million players worldwide. The lawsuits, which were filed in North Carolina and California, alleged violation of the game's copyright in terms of use contract.
That stuff that you click at the
Yeah.
beginning
Right.
whenever you do the game without
Finally hitting them where it hurts.
Yeah.
The TLDR.
Listen
Yeah.
to this. One of their targets may be a 14-year-old Delaware boy. Get fucked! Get
Get
fucked,
fucked.
idiot!
Shit.
God.
Oh, he's a minor.
shit.
He's not gonna
Cut
see
into
you
that
sometime.
trust
Yeah.
fund, that
Yeah.
college
Something will happen
tuition, like
Your life's over. You didn't
All
even start.
yeah.
Now, are these people that are actually creating the hacks or just using the hacks?
So, yes, it's one of those things where they've actually created hacks, they've created code, then they're selling the code,
Okay.
which interacts with the game.
Yep.
So,
Man, it'd be cool if Pub did stuff like that.
Yeah.
instead
yeah,
of-
that was kind of a unique thing. But what do you guys think of this? The idea that they're actually suing actual cheaters. Because cheating back in the day was like, when we cheat, it's like, oh, you touched the controller while I'm playing. This is like
Yeah.
manipulating a game with 100 people playing it at the
yeah,
same
this
time.
is like taking
It's-
financial advantage of people. It is illegal. Like, get 100% just fucked.
It's honestly
you
the-
fucking assholes.
Even the 14-year-old kid?
Yes, get
Even
fucked.
him?
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck
you
'em.
little shit.
Oh.
Like,
You know better.
14-year-old?
Yeah,
Come on.
remember that I was watching that stream? I tweeted it out. I was like, man, fuck this guy. It was a
Yeah.
Battleground streamer,
Yeah.
and he was
Yeah.
Battleground.
apparently that was like an old archive of
Regardless, but like
Yeah.
just the balls to put that up there,
Right, yeah.
and be like, this is me playing, and by the way, this is how my hack works. By the way, you can buy it
Buy
here.
it here, yep.
Like that's fucked up, man. Like,
Yeah.
and I hope with games that are free to play, I think this is going to be something that pops up very frequently, like
Not
Fortnite free
even
to play.
Any game, really.
Well, I think any game that generates a good amount of revenue from microtransactions,
Right.
from cosmetics or whatever, like
You're
I
cutting
think.
into that business, like,
Mhm. Oh yeah, and it's big business too.
but also you're cheating. If you're gonna ruin players' experiences, like, get fucked. Like,
Yeah.
Man, like, there's zero remorse. Like, it's like really deep seated now that I think about it. Like, just get completely fucked. Like, teach that little 14-year-old early on that he's not gonna get
Did
shit
they say
for
how
hacks.
far the lawsuits went? Did they go into like any details on what the lawsuits were?
No, Parker over on that side goes, it's just a game, right? It's just a game. Chill
Parker
out,
is
dude.
the 14-year-old in Delaware.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not just a game. It's not, because those cheaters are making money off. It's like a sub industry. Like that's like when you go out and you see. Let's say you're to go out and you're to pull up to Disney World, right? And outside of Disney World, there's a lot of things that are like off-brand Mickey Mouse stuff, right? That's not official merchandise.
Right.
Like I'm kind of like Disney should go fuck those guys, right?
I would say it's the exact same merchandise, but stolen from the park.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's even better.
You'd
Yeah.
be like, hey, stolen Disney merchandise.
Yeah, half off,
Yeah, half
you know?
off outside of Disney World.
Exactly. And by the way, you get passes for all 7 days of the parks if you buy this.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, and you can go wherever, whatever. You know what I mean? It's a weird analogy, but I don't know. In my mind,
I think it makes sense. It's just like you're stealing from the devs, and then reselling your own product based on their hard work. It's a good analogy.
I don't know, but like I think there's gonna be that mentality. It's just a game, but these people are making money off it, and especially in battlegrounds where there's a currency system that allows you to buy things, then sell things in return.
in real life,
in the Steam store.
And it's the same thing with like we had that awesome Activision panel at that Acclaim panel at SGC like a long time ago, and
We had all the developers from Acclaim.
had all the developers
long
from Acclaim who
defunct
made
developer.
Turok, and one I don't remember, but he was pretty up his ass, but he was like, what do you think about the lack of innovation in Call of Duty games and how developers have gotten extremely lazy and they don't care about their product anymore?
Is this what somebody asked him?
Yeah, somebody asked the panelist this, and the panelist was like, "Go fuck yourself." Like these like some of those guys at Activision are my friends, and they work 1,000-hour weeks for people to play a game that they love. And like Parker's like, it's just a game. Parker probably thinks that they don't deserve any more money because they've sold 20 million copies, and like people forget that like these development teams are like hundreds of people, and they don't care about the repercussions of cheating.
Sure, it's the same thing
and
as like, well, I
stealing.
downloaded this music for free.
Yeah, piracy.
Yeah, it's
Drake's rich. He doesn't need any of that
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Like think about the record label. Think about the janitor at the studio. Like there's so much more than just like, it's not just about cheating and like spoiling fun for gamers. It's just like, man, people work hard on that shit. Why you gotta ruin it?
The other thing is, I mean, even like Battlegrounds, if you look at the Steam reviews, they used to be mostly positive, and now it's just like straight mix, and that's because of the amount of cheaters that are in the game.
Oh, sure.
Like, I mean, somebody might look at that, and I've had a friend of mine look at that and say, what do you think about this game? Because it's got a lot of negative reviews. And that's going to keep somebody from buying it. So, I mean, that's taking money out of their pockets. And it's a whole studio, so I mean, they're coming up with more games, and it's just taken away from that too. So.
This is from the Washington Post. It said none of the 9 defendants could be reached for comment. 2 of the residents, U.S. residents in Louisiana and Minnesota, and one Canadian did not have listed telephone numbers. Blah 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 blah. The Minnesota man, Charles Vrisper, is negotiating a settlement to the lawsuit, says his attorney. But in a letter to a North Carolina judge hearing one case of Newark, Delaware, it's about the 14-year-old. She says that the boy didn't modify Fortnite, but instead obtained tools from an easily accessible website that Epic Games should be suing instead. As a minor, the boy isn't able to agree on terms and conditions of using the game. She said. So.
I agree to that. Like that's. Actually, go ahead, Grayson. Sorry.
I mean, like that right there. Like, do you agree with him like getting hammered now, even though he got it off of a website? I mean, he went to that website and got it from that website. Like, they should be going after that instead of the 14-year-old.
Yeah, but that's like going like, hey, once again, another ridiculously over the top comparison. This guy bought a bunch of fertilizer at Home Depot, turned it into a bomb, so you should sue Home Depot for the bomb that he made.
Or you can just go after both of them then.
Yeah,
Go after both of them.
I think holding a retailer liable for something they sell to a random person is not realistic.
I think it'd be more accurate to say like the bomb making store. You can go after him.
Okay, then the gun show that the guy bought the gun at.
Sure. Yeah.
You know, I think it's the same comparison.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, but he says they're using a 14-year-old child as a scapegoat to make an example of him. There's no answer at a number matching whatever.
I think they probably just have to. They're probably going after everybody that they can, because to say like they're not going to like leave somebody out. You know, they probably know that they're not going to get any money from 14-year-old, but you have to. you have to treat everybody that's cheating equally in this case. If you're going to go after this guy for doing one thing and this guy's doing the exact same thing, you can't leave him out.
Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
Maybe the internet's changed me, I guess, like doing this, because for me it's just like, great, make an example out of that little shit. Like, tell the other 14-year-olds that they're gonna get fucked on too if they do this shit. Like, for me it's just like, yeah, use them as an example.
Why is everybody so scared of making an example out of somebody?
I don't
right?
know.
Like, I get that he's 14, but at 14, you know what's right and wrong. And if you can't if you can't click the terms of use, you shouldn't be playing the game.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you shouldn't be playing it. If you're not legally allowed to do it, you shouldn't be playing it. And then you know what? If it's not the 14-year-old you go after his parents, because his parents are the ones who are legally responsible for it.
It's even more brutal.
Yeah.
It is brutal, man. But you know what? Like, as a parent, if my kid fucks up, right? I'm not saying if my kid goes out and fucking murders somebody, like, it's my responsibility, but that's not apples to apples, right? This is something like
there's a level I would imagine as a parent there's a level of
did you teach your kid right?
There's a level of dignity and responsibility, like, on what your child knows, like what to do and what not to do, that's out of your control.
I know that some people who have parents are gonna be like, "Fuck you, Craig," and I know there's people who have no interest in having kids. They're like, "Fuck you, Craig." I get it, right? My opinion is probably unpopular here, but I do think that we've lost this idea of what's right and wrong in the world, and like everyone is so scared to hurt everyone's feelings. But like there are times where if someone is fucking with you, you just gotta punch them in the mouth, whether they're 14 or 85. You know.
I'm just picturing Craig punching.
I'm picturing Grayson punching somebody with his
sometimes you got to go Jay and Silent Bob. Walk up to someone's door and punch them for giving a YouTube comment. You know?
Them up. Is that what Epic needs to do? Just get a list, just go up to everybody's door, knock
absolutely,
on it,
just
I don't know.
Hire
Grayson.
Grayson.
What do you think? Grayson?
Like I don't know. Like with the 14-year-old, like I don't think a lawsuit should happen. Yeah, he should be punished. He should be. I mean, ban him for life or something like that. Like that's fine.
So he makes another account.
Yeah, he makes another IP.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just like a lawsuit hitting a 14-year-old just seems drastic.
It's going to get your point across, though.
Oh, yeah, it'll
that
get your
kid's
point across big time, but
Jesus
Christ, man, he's 14.
Even if nothing happens to it, just filing the lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even just be like, Joe, did you hear about Epic? They filed a lawsuit against a 14-year-old.
Do I think this kid should like go to prison and like have his
No.
entire life ruined?
No,
of
He's
course
14.
not. There's probably people in the comments that are backspacing on their reply to our brutalness right now. But like, oh wow.
No, they're not.
I just like
they already stopped watching.
Yeah, they stopped watching.
They turned it off.
Like, do I think that little 14-year-old deserves a loud like Washington Post index finger saying, "Hey"? Yes, of course. That's what the lawsuit is. It's like, look, you little bitch.
Yeah, it serves as a warning more than anything else. I agree with you. Sending a kid to jail, like fining him $250,000, that's stupid as shit.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent of me getting a ticket when I was 14-year-old and having to write a report on how to drive a car.
Yeah.
Right? Like, this is the judge going, look, you're guilty, right? I need you to write me a 20-page report on the dangers of why copyright law is so important and why cheating is a bad thing. Like, that's what I think, you know? I'm not talking like financially.
Ideally should happen.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's like an ideal thing for me.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it cost his parents some money to go to court or whatever. It is what it is. Sorry, kid, you fucked your parents, right? That shit happens. But at the same time,
keep an eye on him too.
What's that?
So maybe his parents will keep an eye on him too.
Yeah, well, I mean,
like,
you can't watch your kids all the time,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
at the same time, I do think that it sends a strong message to everybody that, look, we're not going to take this, you know. And I don't know. That's just my personal take on it. So you seem like you disagree.
I don't know. Like it's just weird. Like I remember whenever I was a 14-year-old kid, like I did a lot of stupid crap.
Oh, yeah.
Like I can't even tell you the amount of stupid stuff I did, and he's seen me do stupid stuff. But like whenever I think about it, like yes, he should be punished, but like the whole lawsuit thing it just doesn't sit right with me.
But how do you punish a kid?
I
don't know.
For literally breaking the law.
I don't know.
You
Like
know?
that's what I keep on going over in my head. Like I agree with you. What he did was wrong. I mean, it has everything that you need to know. It has everything set up for you right at the beginning. Whenever it says accept or decline, he should have read it. But then again, I'm just as guilty of not reading that and just going in there. But I'm not
But
going
you're
to
also-
buy hacking codes and stuff like that to freaking make the game easier for me.
It goes
either.
back to the what's that offspring song?
Yeah,
you're,
yeah,
you're under
yeah,
18, not gonna, no, won't be doing any time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey,
But
come
the-
out
I
and
think
play.
So the 25-year-old that's cheating is gonna get sued, and then the 14-year-old's not. So then the 25-year-old's gonna be like, "Well, you didn't sue that kid.
He's 14.
I got you, but like you have to
So
do it
let me
to
ask you
everybody,
this.
and then what happens after that is
Well, let me ask you this. All right, so the 25-year-old ends up getting sued, gets sued for about $250,000. This is a big what if.
Yeah, this is
Right.
that,
And they're
that,
like,
that seems
okay.
like the generic
Yeah.
the copyright law number.
That seems like a piracy.
So
Yeah.
fine.
250 sounds about right. So okay, they're like, oh, so we did this to a 25-year-old. Hey, 14-year-old, get fucked. You're getting the $250,000
no,
lawsuit too.
because that's when you have
No,
the
but
judge.
that's-
The judge, you know how it goes with
Yeah,
kids.
I
Like there's
know,
a
but-
certain ages, and there's
The
certain
judge
But
would
if
take
it's
that into
thresholds of-
account.
But if
Yeah.
we go into the whole thing of being equal, then that's how it needs to be. If you're going to sue him for 250,000, you're going to have to sue that
Yeah,
14-year-old
but
for the same
it's
thing.
the same with like police stuff. You charge them all at the same crime, and the judge will figure out which ones they can, or the attorneys and everything. At the end of the day, they're the ones that decide what happens. So it's, I don't know. I don't really see a problem with a lawsuit. I don't think it's.
Good cop.
Listen,
bad
can we
cop.
just
They
throw
can
this
drop
out?
it eventually too. I mean, it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's probably what's going to happen. But look, kids, don't do crack.
Read.
Yeah,
All right.
Read.
Read.
Whenever you open up a game and it says accept or decline, read what it says first before you accept it.
Because I totally read that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, oh yeah, every time.
Every time.
Yeah, every
I
time.
want to know how many contracts I've clicked over the years that just say I get to give them a portion of my revenue for life. You know,
Yeah.
Like,
Have you seen
it's coming.
so you haven't watched South Park, right?
not in 20 years.
There's an episode of South Park where a new update for iTunes comes out, and if you've ever used iTunes, like every fucking week, they're like, "Hey, update our terms of service."
Yeah.
There's an episode of South Park where a new iTunes update comes out, and that means, and they had contractually agreed to like go to this center in the city and have everyone that signed it had to get their mouth sewed to another person's asshole.
That's funny.
And so like it was just a joke on the fact that like nobody ever reads the terms
Right,
of
yeah.
service, and like the entire city had like agreed to it, and like it was just like a giant human centipede like mockery. It was really gross.
Yeah, that's funny.
Barf.
All right, this episode of the Triad Podcast is brought to you by Capterra. Now, here's the thing, right? Bolin and I, we have this independent company here. We have our friends here, Danny and Grayson. And one thing we've seen consistently is a lot of people go, you guys have inspired me to start a YouTube channel, right? You've inspired me to start a business. That's the best thing in the world. And Capterra is here to help, right? So here's the thing. When you start, whether you got a startup looking for a better, getting better, keep track of your customers, a nonprofit hoping to have a record fundraising year, or a business that just simply needs better payroll software, this is a great place to start. Capterra, they have over 400 categories of software. You can discover the right tools for your business right there, anything from email marketing to scheduling to accounting and beyond. Capterra has thousands of ratings and reviews from actual software users just like you and you and you.
I went to Capterra
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks ago, and I looked for clock-in time management software on
Mm-hmm.
Capterra. They had T-Sheets as a program. It had great reviews, and so I tried it out. I did the trial. It worked awesome. It was simple. Parker's clocked in right now, and with T-Sheets that I found on Capterra.
Yep.
So it.
And the best thing
fucking
about it
easy,
is Capterra is absolutely free. So 2018 is going to be here before you know it. So make sure you got the software your business needs today to help you do what you do better. Join the millions who use Capterra. That is Capterra, CAPTERRA.com/tryhard. That is Capterra.com/tryhard to check it out for yourself. Cool.
You're gonna need to start building spreadsheets for all those games you're gonna
All them spreadsheets.
expensify
Yeah,
at the end of the year when you start your own streaming channel.
That's right. Grayson, you have something you want to talk about this week?
Yeah, I got a funny story. I
Okay.
want to talk about what's going to lead into a little bit of a topic. All right, so I went to old Gilmer, Texas.
Gilmer.
Oh yeah,
Gilmer's
The
where
big-
we're from, yeah,
the
yeah.
big old city of Gilmer, Texas.
Capital
Went to go
G.
see-
What's the population now? 6,500?
Oh, it might be in the sevens now.
Really?
It might be. I don't know. There might have been.
Gotcha. Hold on.
Okay.
How much we got 75. I want to say 75.
6'9".
Population as 2016, 5,216.
All right.
We
Damn.
lost some people.
You're overshooting by
I
20%.
guess so, yeah.
We left, right?
All right. Well, continue.
So, anyways, while I was down there, I went to go see my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
So I decided to stop at a gas station real quick, get a drink. And while I'm there, the clerk saw my tattoo on my arm.
Mm-hmm. That one right there?
Yeah, but he saw that sticking out, so he's like, "Let me see the rest of it." So I showed it to him. He's like,
Take off your shirt.
Just had to take off my
middle of the
entire shirt
gas
right in the middle of the gas station. I didn't mind though.
Yeah.
But he was like, "Oh, that's pretty sick. But let me show you my art." So I was like, "All right, man." So he lifts up his sleeve.
Did you say it with a grimace on your face?
Yeah. Of
All
course
right,
I did.
man.
Like, I really didn't want to show him the tattoo in the first place because I was in a rush. But I was like, I'm not going to be a complete dick to him. So he rolls up his sleeve and he shows me a Hatchet Man tattoo.
What's Hatchet Man?
Hatchet Man is a part of, like, like Juggalos and St.
Okay, yeah.
stuff like that. That's I do believe it's their record label is a Hatchet Man. I do
Google
believe so.
Hatchet Man real quick.
I just did.
Is that the actual? Is it the production?
Is it
Hatchet Man?
uh?
I know it's to do with like.
Is it this thing?
Yes. Yeah.
That's what he had tattooed on.
Yeah, he had that tattooed on him, but it was in red and black camouflage, and it was built together with puzzle pieces.
Okay.
So he ended up telling me it was for his autistic cousin. So I was like, okay, cool. You know, that's cool that you put something on your arm that means something for somebody you love. That's cool. Then things start to take a turn. So he's like, but wait, man, I got
There's
more
more.
for you. So he rolls up his other sleeve, and he's got Country Boy for Life going around in a circle with the state of Texas in the middle with red, white, and blue and a star.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so what do you think of that? I was like, oh, yeah, that's good. So I'm slowly starting to get out of the store.
It's cool, man.
He's like, but wait, I've got the best one on my back. I'm not going to show you. I'm just going to tell you. It's a hand squeezing a heart, and there's blood dripping out of the heart, and it's going into a shot glass filled with water to symbolize that blood is thicker than water. What do you think about that? I was like, oh, yeah, that's good, bro.
That's good, dude.
That's
good.
real good. So I'm slowly but surely trying to get out of there. And he just keeps on talking to me about it. I was like, all right, man, I got to go. I got to go see my granny. So like I walk out, and he looks over at the other coworker. He's like, he totally dug my tattoo.
he dug that. That was awesome.
So what that led into is while I was driving off, I was like, I wonder if people actually see my tattoos while I'm working, and they're like, man, that is so unprofessional. Like, I've always wondered what people have thought, like, whenever I'm actually, like, writing the ticket, besides just, oh, my God, this is a huge bitch. Like, yeah, like, what do they honestly think about me having tattoos
As
on
a
my
police
arm?
officer?
And, yeah, as a police officer.
Yeah.
So, like, I wanted to bring that to y'all. Like, how do y'all feel about people in law enforcement or in the medical field or something like that having tattoos? Like, what you're saying?
Parker off camera, you can't hear him. He says it's an extra reason not to fuck with you. I don't know. I feel like
20 years ago, tattoos were like, oh, that guy's a fucking tough guy. Now it's just one of those things that people have. Now, I'll never have a tattoo.
Okay.
Right? That's just not who I am, right?
Okay.
But I think it's one of those things where, like, I don't think people look at it as unprofessional. I think it's, I think some people will see it as sexy. Not you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
What's
just saying,
up,
no,
Craig?
just
You
like
think
if
I'm
you were a
sexy?
stripper, and you took it out, like, woo, sexy
man.
tattoo,
You
right?
have to come up with an awesome stripper name, too.
Just Thor the man.
What about
cock.
Big Thunder?
Thor the Mancock?
Yeah, Thor the man.
Thor
cock.
cock.
As a stripper?
Yeah, Thor the
that's
Man
like
cock.
that's like a porn name.
No, it's
Yeah.
not. No, you
I want to go for Big Thunder. That's going to be my stripper.
Big
good.
Thunder.
Big Thunder.
I don't know. I think tattoos were taboo, but I think the early 2000s with the barbed wire. The barbed wire was like was like the marijuana. It was the gateway.
Yeah.
And then it became, okay, well, you got a barbed wire. Oh, cool, that's cool. Then it's like, and now it's like, okay, like you're getting the sleeve and like you got the big tattoo and like the sleeve all the way up to here is like the thing now.
Oh, yeah.
Right. That's like.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things that are. I don't think they're unprofessional at all.
Yeah, I kind of just picture cops like I do like the military when it comes to tattoos. Just like, I don't know, like I like seeing somebody in the military with a tattoo doesn't affect me at all. Like even the old timers, they got like the badass anchors and stuff on their arms and stuff. Like
you got to remember, some people have those tattoos because like my father-in-law, he's got a tattoo on him, but he hates it.
Oh, really?
The only reason why he has the tattoo is because he thought he was going to die and he wanted to be identified if he died.
Yeah,
that's
sure.
That's why he got the tattoo in the first
wow.
place.
Yeah.
So, but he wishes every day. He hates it. He's
Oh,
like,
really?
man, I hate my tattoo.
Really?
Yeah, but that's the only reason why I got it, because he thought he was gonna go die.
Well, I mean, like they also got like the names of their ships and stuff.
Yeah.
My mom took care of a dude who he was the he hung out like in the bulb at the front of the plane.
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah.
the glass.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he wasn't there, and he had like the
Turret
same
guy
this
thing.
yeah he had like the same lady on his arm, and like he'd always be like he was like Pete and Pete
making him dance.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's awesome.
He'd be like, "You like my lady,
God, what
Sean?"
was her name?
He was
What
creepy.
was the tattoo?
Petunia.
Petunia.
The
yeah.
mermaid on Pete and
Oh,
Pete
yeah.
would make it swim. But yeah, like when I see a cop with tattoos, I'm just like, okay, he's got tattoos. What Danny's pretty flustered about the whole thing. I can tell she sighed a lot.
All right, I don't really care about tattoos that much. Like, it doesn't bother me. My department that I work for, you can't have your tattoo show.
Oh, mine's the same way.
If they are, like, you can have short sleeves if it's coverable, if it's able to be covered with an armband,
Yeah.
as long as it's like a certain size and all that. If it's a full sleeve, you're wearing long sleeves in the summer and you're screwed.
Oh, yeah.
But there are a couple officers, and I don't know how they get away with it, that have neck tattoos. And, like, I don't know why, and I'm not trying to sound, like, uppity or anything, but, like, anything from, like, the shoulders up just bothers me.
It's
And
the collarbones.
it-
That's like it's anything above the collarbones
yeah,
for
yeah,
me. It's
yeah.
like why. I get like the cute little like
I've
it's a
thing
tiny
behind the ear.
daffodil behind my
Yeah.
ear or
a
stuff like
musical note back here.
it's a cute musical
Yeah.
note, but like I don't know.
Can I be really judgmental?
Yeah.
I think those are trashy as fuck.
The behind the ear?
No, I think anything above your collar, like anything on your neck, anything up on your ear, behind, like on your face.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I think
don't
that's like I think it's kind of trashy.
I don't like any kind of like
I
head
think it
tattoo.
depends
like, I
on
think
the
it's
person, to
weird.
be honest. I've seen
So
some good looking
if a cop rolled up to you with a face tattoo,
Oh, yeah. There's an issue there.
Mike Tyson walks up to you. Well,
Pull
first of all,
over.
that'd be weird anyway.
Yeah, that-
You'd be like,
yeah,
you
whoa.
you'd be like, get away from my ear.
I'm definitely
Yeah.
not going to pick a fight with him because he's going to knock me out one hit. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's super judgmental, right?
it- right, I
But
know.
whatever, it
The
is
risk
what
of
it is.
sounding like an asshole. Like,
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Everyone hears an asshole every once in a while.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
that.
But I mean, like, and yeah, it does depend. Like, it's one of those things that if I see somebody with a neck tattoo that goes up and like kind of comes down, like I'm like, whoa, there's kind of like something fucking happened to them. You know, like, why would you do that to your body? That's my first thought. Is why would you want to go through the pain of showing something goes up your body or up around your face or whatever, or I don't know. It's for me. It's like everyone's so scared of wanting to hurt everyone's feelings, but I immediately think like it's a hurdle for me. Like I would need to get to know them before I'm like, okay, you know what I mean? Before I understand it.
Yeah.
Whereas,
right.
and maybe in 20 years that'll be the normal, and it's like, you know, it's kind of like
Yeah.
the sleeve or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, because if I saw your tattoos 20 years ago, I'd be like, dude, what's up? That guy's like, those guys must be bikers or
Watch
something.
out.
You know what
Yeah,
I
they
mean?
got to be gang
Oh, yeah.
members.
Look at
Yeah,
these
yeah,
biker
yeah.
guys.
Yeah, I mean, right?
oh,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
I get it. I would
and-
have done the same thing.
and maybe in 20 years, that the neck tattoo and behind the ear and leopard face that you people want to make or whatever. I don't know.
You
It's
people.
crazy.
The leopard
What just
face that
happened
you
there?
people want
Well,
to
it
make.
is-
Lee,
Pointed right
Craig.
towards me and Sean.
Yeah, Craig went from like I don't want to piss anybody off to you people.
No, I said people. That people.
You said you
Yeah.
people.
No, I didn't.
You said the leopard face that you people want to make.
That the people want to make. I said the
Oh,
people.
here we go.
Maybe it was like a
You're right.
view.
Let me get the back.
View.
Let me start over. Like the
T-H-E-W.
leopard face that you people.
Thank
really
you.
There we
wanna
go.
make.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
I don't know, like,
Oh.
I
would
maybe
much
that'll
better.
be the norm, and it's just one of those things that just takes time to kind of get
I think
over.
so, yeah.
Right.
Oh man.
I think it'll happen because like you know like I go to like a holiday party and stuff and like you got like the aunt that's like 60 and it's like you know I thought it'd be real cute to get my kids' names tattooed on my shoulder
yeah.
and it's just like don't let your old man husband stop you from doing what you want to do, girl. You know?
It's always
You
like the
know?
older people that have the best conversations about tattoos because they're always like, "Oh, that's so cute. I want that on me." I'm like, okay,
They're talking about your body.
you
Grayson.
want Michael Myers tattooed on you for some reason.
Michael Myers tattooed on you.
But I don't know, like it really made me just stop and think about it because like I didn't get it as intimidation by any means on my arm. I got it because that's just like on that arm it's movies that I love, and on this arm it's something for my mom. Like,
Yeah.
I just got it because it's stuff that I love that I wanted to put on me.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't want people to be like, "Oh my God, he got a serial killer on his arm. He gonna mess me up." But I don't know. It
Jeff
made me
had
think
left
about
on.
it for a while. I don't know. Like it's just a weird thing that I'd never thought about before because
Were you in uniform?
whenever
this happened?
No, luckily I wasn't.
Oh, okay. I
Most
got you.
most of the time, like whenever I am wearing my uniform, like it has longer sleeves. So
Yeah,
the only
yeah.
part you can see is like right here.
Yeah, totally.
But
Like,
Probably,
real
and probably
quick,
when you move your
yeah.
arm.
To be clear, and if you haven't picked up on this, Grayson and Danny are both cops.
Yes.
Like in real life.
in two separate
Yep.
places.
Yeah, in two separate places. So,
Coincidence.
yeah.
Oh yeah, it is
Yeah.
a big one. But it's
face tattoos, face
face
tattoos, face tattoos, face tattoos, face tattoos.
Yes.
God damn it, face tattoos. They're not really growing on me, but like, I have much less of an issue when it's like one small, cute little star, like right here. You know, I'm not into like the whole thing. Like, I don't want like Caesar's Palace on a forehead or anything. I probably will never get a face tattoo.
Oh, I'm not.
I'm not getting
Probably.
a face
He
tattoo.
didn't roll it out
But
yet.
I'm saying like taste wise, you
No,
know,
man, that,
it doesn't bother me as much as it used to.
I just got some like face. I'm looking at dudes with face tattoos here, and I'm like,
Yeah, but if you Google face tattoos, it's
You're
going to
gonna-
show
yeah,
you
you're gonna
some
show the
face
worst.
tattoos.
Some dudes that
You're
came
gonna
out
see,
of
like,
prison.
horns
Yeah.
got
and
a
everything.
teardrop
well, no,
and-
dude. Like, who was the kid who died like a couple weeks ago? Little
Peep.
Little Peep.
Yeah,
right?
he was covered with them.
Yeah, he was, right? And the thing about that kid was like, you know, like if you look back at him before he got covered in his face tattoos, he's like a good-looking little kid, you know, good-looking young
What do
kid.
he look like? Do you have a picture of him?
You know, let me see.
I'm interested in
Who's
this
this
now. He was I think he was a rapper, wasn't he? That was coming up.
Yeah,
And
his
he-
thing was he like was gonna transform like
The rap.
emo
game.
and rap, right? So that's him sans tattoo, right? Just looks like a white kid,
I still
Right.
have that neck tattoo.
right? Yeah, but you know that's before. And then Lil Peep with tattoos, right? Like there he is right there, right? Like you look at the kid and you go, man, he got some issues.
Like
What did he die from?
He
Oh.
OD'd on
No,
some sort of
There
pill.
was fentanyl. Fentanyl was in his stuff, is what they were saying now.
fentanyl kit. Oh, man.
What's
But-
fentanyl?
Fentanyl,
is-
carfentanil.
It's oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But like, you know, I'm with you. The face tattoo, the face tattoo to me is what the arm tattoo was 25 years ago to me.
Yeah.
You know, you're like, ooh, you know.
I gotcha.
You know, but it also depends. Like this little Peep kid, like it looks like somebody just took Maddie, my 3-year-old, and just started scribbling on his face.
Yeah.
You know, like if
Straight
it's
up.
done, like I've seen some that are, I think not the tribal, but the Samoan art, you know, like
Oh,
the
yeah,
Rock has
like The
on,
Rock and all
that you
the-
see
yeah.
on shoulders, that some people have like over the part of their
Oh,
head
yeah.
and stuff. I actually think that looks pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know, I'd never do it. but-
Like if they're bald and like they,
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah.
and if you're like Samoan, it's like, and you have like Samoan tattoos, it's like culturally,
Yeah,
it's
like
like a
there's
heritage thing there.
there's like a cultural consistence
Yeah.
to that that's
Yeah.
like it makes it not weird because like
Yeah.
you look at like old tribes and stuff and like they have the same thing, so
Yeah.
not the same thing, but
I don't know, man. It is. Tattoos are something for me that are taboo. I know they're not as taboo to everyone else as they are to me.
Yeah.
But like, I was also told that when I was a kid that if I got a tattoo, my dad would take off my arm and beat me with it. So,
Yeah, man.
so that
That's rough.
was a big thing. So,
speaking of things that aren't taboo though, you got something to say.
oh, why? Fashion's not taboo.
That's right. It sure
That's right. This episode is brought to you by Stitch Fix. Whoa, baby.
Should have worn my
Woo!
parrot shirt. Damn.
Listen, you can tell a guy who has style and a guy who doesn't. I do not have style, which is why Stitch Fix is so important, right? I like to feel comfortable, but I also on occasion like to look good.
Occasionally?
Guess what I wore for Thanksgiving?
What?
My Stitch Fix outfit. That's right, baby.
We got to get more Stitch Fix.
I
for
do,
you.
man. I do. So Stitch Fix is a new way to shop for clothes, and it's unbelievably simple, right? So you go to stitchfix.com and answer some questions about your sizes, what styles you like to wear, how much you want to spend, et cetera, et cetera. And Stitch Fix, they have these personal stylists that then use your information, and they put it all together to send you brand new clothes just for you, right?
And they do communicate with you.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. They have clothes for every guy and their style. It's not just one type of look. So, and here's the thing: they're gonna deliver you the items overnight to your home. You try them on, and the ones you like, you keep, and the ones you don't, out the door.
There's a bag in the box. You take what you don't want and you stick it in there and you wrap it and it's already ready to go.
Yep. Just send everything you don't want back. Shipping is free both ways. You get Stitch Fix on demand or sign up to receive scheduled shipments, which is great. You can do, if you're like today, I'm like, hey, okay, I want something awesome. I don't know what it is. I want somebody to style me. Here I am.
Yep. The best part about the box is that you can be like, if you've got all shoes that you know are stylish, you don't need shoes. You don't check shoes.
Yep.
On the box, you can be like, I want you to send me a belt and a jacket and some pocketless, nice board shorts.
They'll do it.
And they'll pick it out.
Yep.
Just for you.
Yep. And if you want stripes on it or no stripes, just tell them. You know, they'll figure it
You
out.
be like, I don't like stripes. I like solid, bold colors. So.
Yep. Guys of all shapes, sizes, and budgets all agree. Defining your new style starts with Stitch Fix. Try them out today. You got nothing to lose. Get started now at stitchfix.com/tryhard, and you get 25% off if you keep all 5 items in your box. That's stitchfix.com/tryhard to get started today. Stitchfix.com/tryhard. Once again, they support us, so please support them. Christmas is on the way. Could be a great gift. Maybe a gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
You know? Like, seriously, think about this. Let's say you're like, oh, I got some money to spend. I want to make sure Grayson looks good, right?
Oh, thank
but I don't know how good. Like, I don't know anything about you. But I'm like, you know what? Make Grayson look good. And I can put the information in, and you know what? They'll make you look good on my behalf, which is good.
Thank
So
you.
yeah,
That's
I mean, I don't know.
I'm going to do that for you.
Oh yeah, for me? Oh, I already got your Christmas gift.
Did you give me something for Christmas?
I did.
Oh man.
Damn it.
I already got your Christmas gift. You're gonna love it.
Okay.
I do not want. This is not like, hey, get me a Christmas gift thing. I'm just telling you, I got something for you.
But hey, do you remember that thing we saw the other day at that place where we got the Legos?
Oh yeah.
That thing,
I
the
know
red
exact-
and the blue.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back.
No, don't get it.
The red
Shut up,
and the
idiot.
If
blue.
it's for me, don't get it.
Shut up, idiot.
Okay, then give me the
Oh,
blue
yeah.
one.
Okay, you
Oh,
got
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
You got
You're
it.
gonna get the blue.
Okay,
You're gonna get it.
sounds good. But what else?
I got to be honest. I've been working like fucking crazy.
I
have
you
not-
just play video games.
Hey, what's it like? What? Yeah. Okay, you guys, since you kind of been in the last like 3 days, what was your perception before and now 3 days later?
So viewing it from the outside, I mean, maybe I had a little bit of a, because I play with you guys all the time.
Mhm.
Streaming.
You have to be honest. Open up.
I'm trying to without sounding crazy.
No,
so
you
like,
can sound fine.
so streaming to me in my head, it's like, oh, once you get it set up, you can just roll with it. But then like in my head when I do it, it's mostly PC games and maybe PS4 every once in a while. But like, I mean, even just the setting up of the chairs and the this and then that, like just getting one stream ready, it's way more work. And then seeing how much like, with recorded content now, like that Patreon is bringing back, like you need Chase and Parker and like
Yeah.
we were here how long, like
3 days.
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
I mean like hour wise.
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Like we got in and
I've seen
Monday. We got in at like 10 and we streamed and like we were up here till like
We pretty much saw the sunlight once.
Yeah.
when
Yeah,
we
yeah.
got in.
I saw
like,
one longhorn.
Yeah.
we were up till
That's-
like we were up here till like 6:30. I took a call with Evan at Rooster Teeth at like 6 at night, and then like it's like, and we come back up here, and then like went 8, and then we came back up here, and we barely made it back for the Mario stream. We yelled at each
I'm
other.
like pissed. I'm like, God,
yeah.
we're gonna.
Yeah, and I'm like stressing out because like I had forgotten the 4 GameCube controllers I had to go buy, so we would have been here a couple of minutes early, but we had to turn around and go get
Right,
them.
yeah.
And so like we're arguing about how late I am, and then like then after that day that we've already worked like 8 hours, then we streamed for 4 hours or like 3 hours that
Right.
night.
Yeah.
And then you go home and like you're just you're completely bottomed out, and then you get to wake up the next morning and do it again, which is exciting. But like yesterday, like we worked straight through.
The whole day.
Yeah,
The whole
we
day.
ate
The
The
here,
entire day.
Yeah, nothing but recording. We ate here, and then we got
drunk
drunk,
here.
and then we get the thing. We stumbled home, and,
Oh yeah. That's a good time.
and today we're doing it again.
Same
Yeah,
thing. Yeah.
It's not a. I mean, like while I'm sure you guys are enjoying it, it is definitely a job. Like it's
Oh,
not,
sure.
like I don't. Hopefully, people's perception is not that you guys just sit here and play video games. And
Sure
go
it
home
is.
I mean, I'm saying hopefully not after just hearing
we
me talk.
expect that
like-
to be.
Yeah.
You know?
And maybe you're gonna call me like a game attack apologist or a game I don't know, homer or something like that. But my God, like you don't know.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely give y'all props because like both of y'all are like Swiss Army knives. Like y'all have so much stuff that y'all have to go through and to deal with that I honestly don't know how y'all did it.
Oh, shut up, cop.
Like
You dodged like 4 drunken wrecks in one night.
It's y'all have just as much of a workload as I do. I know mine is more dangerous, but y'all still work just as long as I do and put just
Have you
as much
seen the
into
comments
it.
on the internet? More
Oh,
dangerous? What? No.
Yeah, right.
But like honestly, like my perception beforehand and now, like I knew because like I knew to a certain extent on how it was, but like usually whenever y'all were like done with streaming, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna give Sean a call and be like, hey man, what's up? And now that I realize, oh shit, he's probably like looking over edited stuff and going over stuff with Craig and doing talks and like talking to somebody on the phone, not doing talks.
Yeah.
But like now that I look at it, I'm like, man, I'm never gonna call Sean. I'm just gonna let him call me. Like y'all are super busy, and I applaud y'all.
And now
This is
I
crazy.
feel honestly like terrible. Like when I was texting you the other morning when I was on my flight, like I'm like, man, he's waking up so damn early. He just went like, this boy doesn't get any sleep probably.
No, I mean like I usually sleep till like 9. Craig gets up way earlier than I do because he's got
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah. Generally, I was
Kristen
talking about
probably
that
lets
earlier.
you sleep in sometimes.
Yeah, about 8:15 is when
Yeah,
I'm up.
yeah,
It's not that bad. But then again, like I'm usually going to bed around 1:30 or 2. So
Yeah.
it's just I've just kind of adjusted.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Like this, even last night, like we were all kind of like woo. Like,
Yeah.
and before I went to bed, I had 2 really large glasses of water and tried to even it out. And I mean, I was still up at 6 this morning.
Uh-huh.
And just kind of.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it started.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You
I
just-
don't know. It's been crazy.
Yeah. It's fun though.
Yes.
Oh yeah, it is.
It's fun.
I'm having
a lot of fun.
I'm actually having like a really good time.
Yeah, it's been a blast.
Like, I would like, for us, we've talked about this like a million times. Like, when we bring anybody into Game Attack, like they got to be all in, and like you guys see why they got to be all in. This is not one of those things where it's like, okay, well, I'll do this for a little bit, and I'm going to do this to advance my personal channel. Like, no, purple has to be the most important thing.
Yeah.
The community has to be the most important thing. The focus on growing this has to be the most important thing because we don't have time to deal with just the bullshit of, okay, well maybe like. It can't be. You can't have a part-time mentality for this, especially with
Right.
this just starting. Like if we had somebody come in and was like, listen, I want to invest in Game Attack. I want to invest in what you guys are doing. Okay, that's fine. That would just allow us to kind of, hopefully, bring on the right people and get us to that point. But ultimately, we still have to make money, and we're not at a size of a channel right now to where we can justify having 4 people in. Like bringing in additional people.
Yeah,
with
like
the
RT,
Patreon,
like we came in and you were setting up the stream last night. RT has they're far more like complicated and their studio's larger.
and everything that they do is sponsored.
Yeah,
So,
everything they do is sponsored. But for we came in and Craig has moved furniture by himself and like he's doing switches, he's getting the PC set up. RT has like 6 people for like, not kidding, like 6 or 7
people.
salary. They have like a team of like 20 people that are like rotating and working shifts, like salaried employees that do all of that. Like, you've seen me sitting staring at these fucking spreadsheets like for the past 3 days. Like, I am talking soon to one of RT's content managers tomorrow that's what they do. Like, they upload videos, they get the thumbnails ready, they put in the titles, like that is their job. Like, they got hired to do that because there's so much content. It's not like a diss at all.
No,
like,
no.
I'm just
It's
telling you.
just like-
I'm just telling you how small we are as a company, and so like that's why we're. I've said this a couple times in the stream. That's why we're pushing so we can grow.
Yeah.
Like,
we saw a lot of people like, man, I love Danny and Grayson with you guys, and like we do too.
yeah.
Like, but like out of respect to them, Like, we're not going to offer them a job that pays nothing. You know, like they have careers, you know. So hopefully we can get there, and hopefully the Patreon can grow, and hopefully 11 Days of Game Attack does amazing things and gets us to a point to where people want to support things that they missed.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. We'll figure it out, but I don't know. I'm glad it's awesome to have you guys in to kind of see that other side of things. So it's just a lot of hustling.
Yep.
That's all.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Definitely is that.
yeah, it's fun though. It's a fun hustle.
Yeah.
I have one other thing I wanted to talk about.
Okay, go for it.
I know we've been going for a while, but so I watched a show on Hulu that I initially hated, and then I watched the second episode and it kind of grew on me, and now it's kind of like my favorite show right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I started watching this show called Future Man. It's on Hulu.
That's
right?
Seth Rogen joint,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm, yeah, I kind of talked about this the other day, right?
Why did you hate it, and then why do you like it
So
now?
let me tell you why I hated it. I hated it because, so let me kind of read the Future Man synopsis on Wikipedia. It's an American cut. It's a TV premiere. Blah blah blah. It follows an underachieving janitor who is called to save the world. Okay. The reason why I hated it was the beginning has this kid playing video games, right? And it's clearly like I'm in a video game.
Oh,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
he's in the gamer chair, and he's playing in a gamer chair at work, and even though he's a janitor, right? And
Like in his little janitor,
in his little janitor office,
yeah.
you know, right? And it's one of those things where I was like, "Whoa, man, you're way too into the game." And he goes in the game shop, and they're like, "Hey, did you break another controller again?" You know, and it's one of those things where you're like, "God, gamer stereotype."
just appropriating
blah."
that
Yeah.
stupid, like over the top nerd culture.
Yeah.
And it kind of exists a little bit. Let's be real.
Well,
But
so
It's there.
they go into the store, and like the manager's there with another person, and like the girl who works the front desk, and they both just like give him a hard time at the front because he's such a dork for playing this game, and he's the only one who plays the game, and blah blah blah. So he's playing this game. I don't remember what it's called, but it's essentially no one's ever beat the game before, and his job, he wants to beat the game. He wants to get to level 89 or whatever it is and beat it, right? And he's gotten there, but he walks into this room and just gets obliterated, right? Then he eventually beats it, and that's where this time travel, these people come back that are in the game, and you learn that he is the savior. He is the future man.
you mean the people come out of the game?
Yeah, well, they time travel there, and they sent the game back as a training tool to see who their savior was, right?
Cool.
And they're like, "You're the savior," and it's actually a direct knockoff of an '80s movie. I don't remember what the video
Last
game movie is.
Starfighter?
Yeah, I think it's The Last
Yeah,
Starfighter.
where
Yeah,
it's like he's a pilot and everything.
yeah.
Last
He's
Starfighter.
like, and that was actually the line that kind of won me over. He's like, they're like, "You're the savior. We sent this back from the future for you to save our race or whatever." And he's like, "No, that's just the Last Starfighter. You're clearly copying a movie, you know." And there's moments in that made me think like, okay, this is really tongue in cheek, and there's a lot of there's just a lot of really crude, like Seth Rogen humor in it that kind of won me
Yeah.
over the last like 5 episodes. There's a scene where it's a guy and a girl who come back, and they're the last two people of the Resistance, and it's Tiger and Wolf, right? And Tiger has this like purple hair, and she's like super hot, and Wolf is like this mega attractive guy with these scars over his eyes, and he's like, yeah, and there's like, they're super aggro, and they're gonna fuck everybody and kill them all, and they're gonna cunt punch them and whatever.
Yeah.
And they use like terminology like this, like, and they'll be fighting, and they're like cunt punch, blah, or cunt kick, blah.
They say it while they're fighting?
Yeah, throat rip, blah. And it's really stupid and over the top. And there's a scene where they go back to this Futterman's house. The Futterman is the janitor. I think it's second or third episode in. No spoilers. Where he comes back upstairs, and he walks in, and they're just like fucking hard, like both of them, and they're just like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. And he walks in, he's like, whoa, what's happening here? And she's just like on top of his dick, just riding it like super hard. She's like, what? And he's like, do you need took it back. He's like, whoa, you got like need privacy or something? And they're like, what? And they're like, this is how you power up, get energy. And like in their culture, they're just like fucking hard. And he's like, and she's like, come on, soldier, let's go. And he's like, yeah, let's go, come on. So, and it gets to the point where she's like, come on, soldier, 3, 2, 1. They're like, yeah, and like just totally furiously fucking, and they're like, and she gets off, and they're like, let's go, energy up, and I guess that's how they just energize each other from fucking. And he's like, okay, and they call their mouths rat holes because that's where they put rats that they eat. You know, they're like they don't kiss. It's just all about. It's like this super aggro like mentality, which is funny to see how they, you know, relate to the
made that happen
world.
in real life.
What's that?
How they made that happen.
Yeah. It's won me over. It's not like the greatest show in the world, but it's fun to watch. Each episode is easily it's like 24 minutes long. You know, the short half-hour shows, and you can go in and pop in and out. It's only 13 episodes. I'm like halfway through it. And you know, it has some moments where you're like, okay, you know, it's so far the story halfway through is enjoyable in that I don't know if what I'm watching is if I'm rooting for the good guys or the bad guys.
Yeah.
You know? So it's fun. It's a fun watch. So I don't know, have you guys watched any of it yet?
No, not yet.
No?
I was gonna watch it, but I just finished up the Punisher.
Give
so
it a
maybe
try. I have not watched Punisher yet.
It's all right.
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
It's very, very depressing, but I mean, it's the Punisher. So what do you expect?
Yeah.
It's the Punisher.
Sad man kills everyone.
Oh yeah.
It goes back to the edited video where like, why is the Punisher cool? He just goes in and murders everybody. That's like
pretty much.
That's his trait.
But he does it in cool ways, and he does protect the innocent. So
Yeah, except the innocent who
that
do
was in the
crack.
video game. That was in the video
who do
game.
crack.
Danny, you got anything?
Yeah, just real quick. I mean, very weird experience this whole trip for me. Not that it's weird. It's just like kind of surreal. But it all started with that flight here, which was my first flight
Ever. You've never been on a plane?
I've never been on an airplane, ever. Neither Grayson still hasn't.
You're actually beating me now.
Yes.
Like you've been on one.
Breaking down walls. Let's go.
And I'm about to be on one in a couple hours here. But that, like, I think I just like was super like nervous about it because I hadn't done it before, and everything you see like on TV or movies about it is people like running around missing flights, this and that and the other thing, and it just seems so like intimidating. But then like actually doing it, it was like, oh, this isn't that. If you
so it wasn't like
it wasn't
okay.
It wasn't as scary as I thought it was gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little unnerving, especially like turbulence or whatever. Like that's a little weird. But honestly, like it wasn't that bad. However, the fact that I was nervous to start off with, like, I don't know about you guys, when you get super nervous.
You peed.
No. No, but I had to poo-poo.
Oh yeah.
I got, yes.
Did you
Is that
poop on
like-
the plane?
No, and that was the worst part. I had a window seat. So like I had two people next to me, and I'm usually, if like I go to a baseball game or something or movies, I like to sit on the end so I don't have to climb over people and be like that asshole that just keeps getting up. If I gotta get up, I gotta walk. There's nobody next to me, so like I just sat there and like not held it, but like it was just it was
3 hour
slightly
flight,
uncomfortable.
right?
Yeah,
How long
it
was
was
it?
like 3 a little over 3 hours.
So for
3.5
3 hours, you were just thinking about
I was
that
just
the whole
thinking
time?
about like that and like not having to go to the bathroom and like all that stuff. So it was super fun. So I know this isn't like the most like, not disgusting topic, but my God, like, yeah, go to the bathroom before you fly if you're scared. That's all I can tell you right there.
Good tip.
Luckily, like it took you a minute to get there. So I made a pit stop before.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen to me this time though.
When you took off, like, did you watch?
Yes.
Out the window.
Yep.
Like,
No
what was
way.
that like?
Well, like, so again,
Grayson, you're not gonna do that.
I'm not gonna sit by the
You
window.
will
No.
do that because
No,
I'm
I will
gonna be there
not.
with you.
How would you not?
just buy him
I'm horrified
just,
of heights.
Just get a seat and be like, if you're like go fly somewhere together or something like that, just book it for him and make him sit in the window seat.
That would be the coldest thing you've ever done.
You
But-
would have to sit in the window seat with your big ass. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Is it like the bigger seat?
yes.
Really?
Like
The window
legally, you
is?
have to sit by the window if you are the largest person.
legally,
Yes,
I
legally.
call bullshit.
Illegally.
There's no way.
You will be
There's
arrested.
no legally thing.
Craig,
no.
tell him.
He's right.
He's absolutely right.
Bullshit.
It's in
There's
the
no way.
handbook.
You know what?
Like when you read.
If I ever get on a flight with you, I will sit by the window. But if I scream, it's on you.
Okay.
Here's the wonderful thing about the window. You can shut it.
Yes,
But legally, first-time flyers have to keep it open.
exactly.
Yes,
legally.
That's horseshit.
Legally.
There's no way. No.
Check the law.
I will.
Google it right
I
now.
will. Whoa!
Transportation
Google it right
Article
now.
101.3.
Is Grayson a giant
paragraph
pussy?
A.
Got it.
It's gonna say yes when
I-
it comes to flying.
But like,
Awesome.
yeah, I was like, man, I don't want to be rude because it was still really early in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and the woman next to me was clearly tired because she immediately just put her head against the chair in front of her and like tried to fall asleep.
Uh-huh.
But I really wanted to look out the window because I hadn't done it before, so like. I slid it open and I was like, this is my fucking window. Like, I own this window. So I opened the window and I just watched it the whole time. And then like we drove taxied the plane around like everywhere.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, are we ever going to take off? Like, and finally like you stop and then you hear the engines like start roaring. And I was like, here we go. And start going, and you can feel it a little bit. You can, it's not,
You're going
you feel
hundreds
like
of
you're
miles an hour.
Yeah. I mean, like you feel like you're,
So it's like,
I know, but
It's
you're in
there.
a huge plane.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You lose that like that feel, that environment.
Yeah,
Almost.
of
Like
course.
if you're in a car and you're like going crazy fast, because you can
Oh,
see
yeah.
out every window and look, you know what you're doing. But like you're in this huge plane and you kind of like exactly you lose that thought process.
Yeah.
But and then you start to see the ground and the
There it
wings
Yeah.
get separate and.
Is that what it feels like?
Yeah.
It's super fun. Like it wasn't that bad.
So how was which was worse, like landing or taking off?
Neither one bothered me. The worst part was honestly the turbulence in the air because you thought like everything's shaking, and I was like, "Why is nobody freaking out that we are about to die right now? We are about to die." And I was like, "Should I call my mom? Can you call your mom from up here?
Nope.
Because like, is she gonna
Say goodbye at the runway.
Is she gonna pick up? Should I call somebody else? Should I just text her? Like maybe I should just text her and tell her I'm gonna die." But yeah, we didn't die.
it was fine.
I'm here.
Oh, good. Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But
I had
will
no
you
idea.
make it back?
I don't know. And the other problem was
I hope so.
the entire. I had a song stuck in my head the entire time.
What song was it?
Isn't It Ironic by Alanis Morissette? 'Cause
Yeah.
she's got the with your whole damn life to make this plane as the plane crash down. Yeah, great song to
Nice,
have
nice.
stuck in your head during that. I don't know why. It's the worst.
No
The
smoking
worst.
sign on your cigarette break.
Isn't it ironic?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you think? But yeah, that's check that one off the bucket list.
Sweet.
You did it.
I did it.
Congratulations.
Hey, we just got this. We have a community tab
Uh-huh.
on our YouTube channel now.
Cool.
So that's pretty awesome stuff.
Hmm.
Just throw that out there. So
Neato.
yeah, pretty cool. That's all.
Nino Keen.
Neato Kino. That's all. It just allows us to post things, keep people updated. It's kind of like having Twitter or Facebook on your YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be good.
YouTube, Facebook.
The YouTubes. Cool.
convenient.
That's all. Just brand new feature. Exciting times.
Cool.
Anything else?
Been fun having you.
Yeah, been great having you guys. Thank you so much for
Been
popping
great
in.
being here.
Sad it's over.
Appreciate it.
Cool. All right, guys. Don't forget we got Try Harder coming up for all you patrons. So that's good. That'll be good. It's more Try Hard with more Danny and Grayson. So if you want to become a patron,
Yay.
you can do that. If you made it this far, you should probably consider doing it. You're pretty hardcore, which we appreciate. So
Yes.
have a great day. Have a great week, guys. We'll see you guys, of course, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, every fucking day here on Game Attack. Bye. Nobody's here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Are we recording? Do we record it?
Oh fuck.